Hello there, I'm Noreen from Katie Sue Designs. Today we're going to be making this most adorable Mabel Lucie Attwell pop-up card. Okay then, how do we get her? Well, she comes in kit number 7, which is the pop-up card making kit. Included in that, you get your 6 envelopes, you also get your foam pads, and you also get these adorable images. So with this kit, you're going to be able to make up 6 pop-up cards, and if you notice, these are extras. Everyone loves the extras. So you're going to be able to use the extras to make up further cards. So all those gorgeous images. There's our little friend there. You also get your pop-up card instructions, which is always nice to have something to sit and read and look at the full colour instructions on there. Then we'll go to the inserts. The inserts, as on the cards on the front, tell you exactly where to cut and also to score and fold. The little solid lines are your cut lines, which it tells you, and the little dotted lines are where we're going to fold them. So again, you get these gorgeous images, your insert, and your little sentiments. Now the sentiments, again, you've got lots of those. So if you're only going to use 1 or 2, you're going to have loads of these left to make up your other cards. It's nice just to have something that you feel is appropriate for the sentiment for the card that you're going to send. So what did we use? I've used the insert for the little pop-up card, and I've also used the topper. You can see that there's a really good quality card. So if you've never done them before, you just follow exactly the written instructions and also the pictures on here. So you can see there we've got the cut line, and we've also got where you score and fold. You can also see the little green shadow around the outside for the little girl. That's very useful when you're cutting out, because if you're not the best at cutting out, it really hides an awful lot of little faults that you may or may not have. Okay, so I've cut out all of the things that I'm going to need. I've scored and folded, so that just means we've folded over that card, and what you can do is either use a little bone tool to give you a nice crease along the back, or you can use the edge of your scissors, but you will find that the bone tool and also one of these little pricking tools are very, very handy little additions. The foam pads I've used on the back of the little girl, which I'm going to then decoupage. You can see there's 5 foam pads on there. You don't need to use loads, but just kind of balance it on the outside and into the centre. Okay then, so once you're happy with the position of the little girl, you think that she's okay, you can press that down so that we've got the start of this. What I've also put on the little foam pads is a sentiment. This is just for you, and again you can see that I've used those foam pads ready just to place onto the card. Just place it down quite carefully and lightly until you're quite happy with the position. Once you're happy with the position, then you can just go to town and press that home. Okay then, the inside. You can see I've already cut out some of the little sentiments. I've cut out the little girl, and she also has a little white shadow around the outside edge again. So there's no complicated cutting for anyone that's not been, or doesn't like cutting or hasn't done an awful lot of cutting. So we can place her to one side. The insert, the way I would do it is just to fold it over, make sure that you've got your 2 corners straight, and then keeping your hand there, just fold that down, and again either use your bone tool or the edge of your scissors. So we've got the cut lines. Some people like to cut them, so again the solid line you cut, and some people like to use the scalpel. Whichever way is appropriate to you. So if you start on the top line, then you know that you can't go too far. So start way at the centre and then cut down. Okay then, so the fold line. I'm going to use my ruler just to press up against the little dotted line and just score that on the lines. Turn it over and do exactly the same thing. Why am I scoring it? Well, if you've ever tried to fold a nice straight line without scoring it, you'll know how difficult that can be. What I'm then going to do is fold that back over on itself so it's inside, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but yeah, you can. So where we've scored, you see how easy that is then just to fold in. What I would then do is place it flat onto your work surface, and that's how you've got your pop-up. You can either place it down flat again, or you can leave it assembled like this, whichever you prefer. All I'm going to do then is I'm going to put a foam pad exactly where it says to put the little foam pad. The little girl, you see on here was a little blank space for you to be able to write whatever message is appropriate to you. If you need a little bit help in that area, then we've also got the sentiment. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to be using some of our Flower Soft glue, which is a fantastic general all-purpose craft glue. This enables you to be able to slide that around until again you're quite happy with the position of the card, of the sentiment on the front there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to check that I'm going to have that in the right position. So we want her just to be popping out of our card like that. So just take the top off the foam pad and again place it over so that you've got it nice and neat. What I'm also going to do is I've also just written a little congratulations. I've just cut out a little congratulations banner. So again, I'm just going to use this. I could have kept it and saved it for another card, but hey, if she's well done, she's done well in her examinations, then we should be shouting it. So you can see how that is then going to assemble. Placing it inside the card. The way I like to do it is I like to place it. Again, make sure that you've got it up the right way, that your card's up the right way, and that butt that end up against the middle so that I know that that's nice and tight there. Once I'm happy with that position, I'm just going to keep it in position, and I'm going to go around the outside edge. You don't need to use a lot of glue, but what I am going to doing is I'm going around the top and the outside of where the pop-up is, just to make sure that we've got that nicely sealed. So we're quite happy with the position that we've got it in. It's not too far at the top or the bottom. And just gently press that, and that's the top part of your card already sealed in. So we need to do exactly the same on this side. So around the outside edge, around the square where you've got your pop-up. Not too much glue because the inserts are paper. So again, once we're happy with that, check the inside that it's nice and straight, and there we've got a gorgeous Mabel Lucie Attwell pop-up card just for you. I hope to see you again, and we'll be doing further projects, so keep tuning in.